Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report presented by Pepsi. We're now joined by head baseball coach Paul O'Neill. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Todd.
Now, I want to preview the upcoming season for you as well. Before we talk about that, let's recap last season like we did with Coach Bennett. The Braves finished 2014 with a 33-18 record. The 10th straight season the Braves have finished with 30 or more wins. What kind of pride does this program take in that milestone, particularly since you're the only Peach Belt Conference team to accomplish that for the last 10 years?
I think what it shows for us, Todd, is that we've been consistent. You know, we've had a 10-year run where our team has been very consistent in our play. We've been nationally ranked for a long time. We're playing a quality opponent. And it just shows consistency for our program as far as the caliber of players and the competition that we're doing on a daily basis.
Well, you had two players named All-Americans in the postseason, including third baseman Jordan Edgerton, who would eventually get drafted in the 9th round of the first-year player draft in Major League Baseball by the Atlanta Braves. What does an honor like that say about the caliber of your program and that is achieved under you?
Well, I think Jordan was an excellent player, obviously. Him getting, being an All-American and getting drafted in the 9th round by the Braves, it just shows that we attract excellent talent here to UNC Pembroke, and then we coach them up while they're here, and hopefully everybody gets to live out their boyhood dream of playing professional baseball.
Let's talk about your other postseason All-American, Daniel Fraga. He recently signed a contract with in Florence, Kentucky to play minor league baseball. Talk about the players in your past and how they've helped build up your program.
Well, we've had a very good run of players that have come through our program, and we've done an excellent job on the recruiting trail as far as identifying, top-notch talent that can play at our level and that we think is coachable and can develop. Danny's one of many that's getting an opportunity to play professional baseball. I couldn't be happier for him. He's going to do a great job.
Okay. The Braves returned 24 players off of last year's team. Will boast a group of 17 seniors for this season. What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of a big senior class?
Well, I think the one advantage of having a big senior class is everyone knows how we run the program. They know what the expectations are on a daily basis. They understand, what we feel is important in our program. So it's easier for me to set up practice and what the expectations are and so forth. The disadvantage is, as far as making sure that everybody stays focused, at all times, because sometimes small things can get overlooked, and they're like, oh, we really don't need to do that today, Coach. We know how to do it. Instead, we need to go over it anyways.
Okay. What are some of the things that you've been impressed with so far during the preseason? Again, not just this month, but during the fall as well.
I think, fall to spring to this point right now, we've been very consistent in our work ethic. Our kids have been focused. They've been driven. Last year we were 33-18, and a lot of our guys that's not good enough, and so they are definitely wanting to go beyond 33-18 this coming season. So the work ethic has definitely been there, for our club to this point.
What are some of the goals this team has set for itself? I know you got a lot of newcomers this year. How good can this team be, and what goals do you have for this team?
Well, the main goal, that we've set out the very first day in the fall, and we revisited it all the time, is we want to be regular season champions in the Peach Belt. We've laid out a roadmap on how we want to get there and what it's going to take to get there, and that's been our driving force. That's where we want to be, for our club. That's our main goal. Can this ball club achieve that goal? Absolutely. We wouldn't be talking about it if I was being realistic and saying, hey, this team can't do that, but it's definitely within our grasp.
Now, the strength of both the baseball and the softball team is obvious as pitching staff. Let's talk about your pitching staff. What are the strengths of your pitching staff, and how do you see them performing this year?
I think the biggest difference between this year's pitching staff and last year's pitching staff is depth. Last year we were very light on the mound, where we had to extend guys out into their innings, and consequently that hurt us in the month of April going down the stretch. So by adding more depth and more quality arms to our rotation or to our pitching staff in general is definitely going to set up well for us as we get late into the season.
Let's talk about your offense now. Obviously, for most of the season last year, you were top 3 in batting average, finished the season leading the country in doubles. Talk about your offense and what you got coming back and how you feel about that.
Oh, I love our offense. I think our offense, we've got a well-balanced attack with some guys who can run, some guys who have some power, some guys who are going to hit for average. It's definitely a strength to our ball club. A lot of older guys in the lineup, so they have an idea of what they're trying to do at the plate. So it should be a lot of fun to come out and watch us play. We're going to score a lot of runs.
Well, Coach, thanks for being on the show today. And that's all the time we have for this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report. Until next week, go Braves.